here they are. So these are the Corbeau Forza seats. I got them covered in the black Microsuede to match the dash. Regulars of the channel have been calling for this for a while, and yeah, I hear you. It's long overdue, but man, this is what I've been running for so long. I got this seat stock with the car when I bought this thing forever ago. Look at the difference between the two. Pretty crazy. I mean, just visuals alone, finally, like the car has like a theme now, all this black and white going on. And having this tan sore thumb sticking out forever was almost wrong. The Corbeau site says this seat is 19 pounds. Yeah, I mean, very light. And the stock one over here, geez, I don't know. I would guess that it's well north of 30. Feels like over 30. Now, I've never actually had nice seats like this before, so I've never actually had to bolt them in. But you can see this, I mean, it's super simple. Just 4 different screws right here. My kind of job lately. I just opened this up with this Allen key just to make sure that there's a nice hole that's obvious and it all lines up. With the seat slider here, what I'm thinking needs to happen is that this thing just needs to be forward so you can bolt it into these holes here. Pull this up, slide the rails back, and then we can bolt it into these holes when they're hanging off over here. Okay, so you think it's gonna be easy always, you know? And it is, but I just messed up. There's like 2 holes up here, that longest one, and then there's like a smaller hole. I put it in there, and now it won't reach down here. What's got to be like the biggest change is the visuals of this thing. I have the, you know, nice Microsuede black dashboard now. Got my black wheels with the white lettering. And we got this tan seat sticking out like a sore thumb. I've sat in this thing for so many track days and it's done well. But you know, that was D series as well. But even then I was still like holding on to my steering wheel for dear life and trying not to fall out. It's got some bolstering, which is good. You know, it's not the worst. But, you know, probably the biggest downside of this seat is that you're sitting on top of the thing. That's really monster truck style. And it always felt like my head is really close to the roof and that I'm sitting on top of the wheel, almost like a pickup truck. Now I'd say I got a proper looking car inside. Just missing the cage. So actually, guys, that completely catches us up to real time right now. The car is basically finished as far as this stage and as far as I know. Everything is ready to just bring it to the tuner, which is what's gonna happen next. I'm not trying to start this thing here on my own at home because it's a very built up engine. A little base map from the Honda, I don't believe is gonna actually start this thing. I actually looked through it, and the injector series that they have are nowhere near the capacity that these are. These are the Injector Dynamics 1050X, and Honda had like 750 at most. I know it's just a base tune, but I don't want to screw this up. So I'm gonna bring it straight to the tuner, and that's where we'll be headed next. For the interior, yes, I do want to finish up and get a cage. Not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. Haven't looked at all the options yet. I know Auto Power makes a cool one, but then there's the custom thing as well. I don't know yet, but I definitely want a cage. I definitely want some harnesses for these beautiful new Corbeau seats. But the car is looking complete and really coming together. I hope that you all have enjoyed watching all of these episodes. I don't know exactly when the tuner episode is gonna come out next, but that should be the very next episode that you're seeing. Hope you all have enjoyed watching so far. We definitely have more to come. Talk to you in the next one.